Hello, everyone. It's me, Tamarin, here at 222 on Facebook Live, and I've got a really powerful tea and tarot reading for all of you. And during the reading today, I want everybody to just, when you start listening to this, or if you're listening to it later, I want you guys to take 3 deep breaths in. I want you to connect your energy to me and to some of the other people who are going to be joining this. And there's an energy clearing that's actually going on behind the scenes with some energy healers that I've connected with and asked them to be here joining me live. So they might be behind the scenes, but it's a powerful reading today. And as I go through this with you guys, you'll understand exactly why I asked people to do this today, because I'm feeling a huge shift in my energy. Hey, there's Angelique. Yeah, she's a healer. I've asked her to join. She's a Reiki practitioner. And, she's going to be blessing all of you who are listening to this live or even recorded, okay? There might be some other people. If you saw my post earlier today, I put a post on here to remind people to join me. How many people feel strange right now? And if you are Harry Potter fans like myself, we need to understand when we're actually walking through another veil of consciousness as healers and people working together in this New Age movement. When we're moving into something that's unknown to us, it feels strange, right? And the reason why is because we're letting go of an old pattern of behavior, an old emotional energy, an old way of thinking about ourselves. So I do not want myself to get caught in those old habits, and I don't want it happening to any of you who are listening here today, okay? So again, I'm going to be sharing some information at the end of this video today, so please listen. If you have to jump off, I'm going to encourage you to come back, because I've got some great gifts for people who are interested in learning more about my membership, and it's going to go right through until the end of April. So every time you see me live, or you see me in person at an event, or you see me on YouTube, from now until the end of April, there's going to be some bonus gifts. So stay tuned till the end of this video, okay? So here we go. The question today is, how are we going to find ways to collaborate in business rather than trying to save others? Because this was my past. I'm going to be very open and honest. As a healer and as a woman, what we tend to do is, we're so nurturing, and when we see other people with problems, we run and we save, because that's just who we are as women. And especially if we're women who we are stay-at-home moms, or we raised our kids, or, we were the main caregivers because maybe our partners were out bringing in the money or out working all the time. It's a hard habit to break. And so, when your kids are young and that kind of stuff, of course they need you. Of course they need mother's intuition, and they need to understand, how to learn how to find skills in life and that kind of stuff. But as a coach and a healer, or a practitioner of some sort in business, what happens is we carry this behavior with us. So what starts to happen is that we spend more time, connecting with people, calling people, reading people on social media, sending blessings, doing whatever. Oh, can I help and support you? And at the end of the day, you're looking at your bank account in the bank, and guess what? It's going down, down, and down. Your energy's going down, okay? So in order to change that, there's something within that needs to change first before what we see on the outside change in the manifestation. Because you got to remember that the physical world, or the behavior that shows up, is always the final manifestation. So we need to always be reminded to work on this emotional energy body, and to keep clearing some of these old patterns. Now, I am not a tarot expert by any means, and I am not a astrology expert. I am still learning. But I do find that the more I learn and the more I continue to share as I'm learning myself, the more people benefit, because there are just certain things that I'm just drawn to. And as a natural teacher myself and a spiritual seeker, like someone who's really questioned my being here on this planet, okay, we want more tools. We want more things we can put in our tool belt all the time, so that we have better skills so that we can survive, okay? But what I'm finding is that too many of us are just trying to do this on our own. And so what I've decided to do for myself is to find more ways to collaborate with other people so that we are holding each other energetically. We can reach out for help when we need it. There's going to be no cost to you. It's going to be like a collaboration of people. And this has been the subliminal concept of my Tamaras Place membership that I've been working on for a year. It was actually last February that I started trusting some of these ideas that I was hearing in my meditation. So it's come to full circle. Almost 1 year later, you guys have been following me here, but I wasn't able to share too much information because I didn't have it all put together. Okay, so stay tuned at the end because there is so much cool stuff that I'm doing that I just know that people can do this, and it's so affordable, and I know you're going to want to bring in other people as well. So there's a way to do that too, and you're going to benefit from that because it's about collaboration. So here we go. In an instance like that, you know, we're going to ask Spirit, like, what is it? What is it we can do, or what advice can you give us in the tarot reading today so that we can actually let go of that old way of showing up in the world, and how we're going to hold on to our boundaries? How are we going to work on ourselves first before going to save anybody else, so that we have a better handle on our emotional body and just our whole energetic being every single day? Okay, so I just pulled 2 cards. Here we go. Of course, Colette Baron Reed's deck. This is the deck I've been using since the beginning of February 2018. She's Canadian. Yay! I just love her work. She has so many decks. And also, before I share the cards with you, you guys love to hear the tea that I'm drinking. I actually did. I'm just going to quickly share this on the screen. This is just a little mock-up. A little mock-up, because this year I'm going to be launching my own tea line, herbal tea line. So this is tea. It's not on the screen properly. This is tea that I handpicked. You see my little mock-up label, Labrador leaf tea. Okay, 22 grams. Here we go, the number 22. Wild crafted here in Northern Ontario, 100% Canadian. So this tea is actually some of the tea that I've been drinking in some of my past videos. Really good for your immune system. It's so cleansing. It's just incredible. And I picked a whole bunch of it, so I'm just going to be pricing it out. I'll be getting proper labels, proper packaging. We'll be out there picking it in the wild. I'll be getting some volunteers to help me. And this is going to probably be the first tea product in my Tamaras tea line coming out this year. So a little mock-up I made last weekend, so I just want to share that with you guys. But today, what I'm drinking, believe it or not, is I keep my tea. Sometimes I pre-mix some of these herbs that I still have from my business in Southern Ontario. And, oh, I can give you some tea here, Angelique, no problem. This tea here is made with senna, rose hips, motherwort, licorice, and marshmallow herb. And as you see, I have an old label on here, but when I mix things, this is how I keep it in my cupboard, because basically I'm putting stuff in here that is good for my body, herbs that I've experimented with or studied about. And yeah, so this is where I remember, so I don't have to go and, what did I mix together? Now, one of the main reasons why I post this on here is, for me, senna is a very strong herb. And senna, actually, when I first started using it, it used to work too fast on my body. So I would get like a lot of gas and discomfort, and I'd be in the bathroom, believe it or not. I'd feel better afterwards, but it was just too fast. It's the only way I can describe it. It's a very strong herb. So what I decided to do was to try and come up with a combination of herbs that were more soothing. And, you know, rose hips, that's for the heart. Rose, you know, motherwort, that's for women's issues. Licorice, it's good for digestion. And marshmallows, a very soft, gentle herb, again, for cleansing. So the balance of these other herbs balances out the senna. So I don't get an upset stomach, and things aren't just like flying out of my body, but they're coming out more frequently and more gentle, okay? So the reason why I'm drinking this tea is because the last couple of days I've been feeling this energy, and I feel like I was letting go of something. So on a physical level, I need to put stuff in my body that matches what I'm feeling energetically as well. So does this make sense? Because if you start supporting your body on a physical level, then your emotional body is finding balance. So this is one of the reasons why I'm always sharing my information with you guys about tea, because believe it or not, tea has so many medicinal properties, and it comes from Mother Nature. And a lot of teas are actually organic, and they are not expensive, okay? I wouldn't particularly buy if it's not organic unless you can't afford it. But seriously, most people can afford to buy a little package of tea that sometimes even for organic can cost $4 or $5, and it's gonna last you the whole month, okay? So I suggest you start learning. And again, this is information. If you're a member of my group, all this stuff is free, okay? Because I'm constantly sharing as I'm learning with you guys, okay? So that's what's in my teacup today. So let's get to the reading, okay? So, asking Spirit, how are we going to get this? The first card that came up in Colette Baron-Reid's deck is Building Blocks, and it came up in the challenge position, meaning we read the card differently. The second card that came up is, oh my goodness, such a beautiful card. It says Blessed, and get it right on the screen here. Look at the number on the bottom, 22. 2-2. This is a powerful message. So let's get back. So what does it mean? So if we need to find ways to stop saving people, and how are we going to collaborate with people and let go of that old way of working with people? What this is saying is that, look, your building blocks it's the challenge of upgrading to a new way of thinking. That's what the card represents. So it's like, you know what? That old way, the things that you think to yourself, you know, the old habits, they're done. They're absolutely done when you decide that they're done. When you declare to the universe, I'm done. It's just like being in a relationship and saying, I quit. Not that it's bad, not that it's, you know what, I don't love you, I don't care about you or whatever, but that old way is what you quit. The old way of behaving and thinking is what is done. The relationship can still be there. It's just, it's not going to happen the same way it did before. All right. So what the action step is actually saying is this card here, Blessed upside down. Now look, I just want to show you this card. Okay, if it was this way, look at the stars. Look at the woman in the conch shell, and you know, everything's good. You're just floating along. But this is such a powerful card, even upside down when you look at it, because look at the picture in it. More stars. There's more happening that you can connect to, okay? This is about connecting to like your Akashic records, to knowledge that is beyond mental consciousness. This is how through meditation, consistent meditation, and working on your spiritual body connects you to knowledge that all you got to do is tap into it by just sitting with yourself and meditating. Yeah, Angelique's saying, wow, this is what it means. And so this card upside down, if you look really close, you look inside there, you look inside that conch, there's your Akashic record. Look, the higher consciousness, getting information from here, as opposed to, what do I do? Oh, I got to call somebody. Oh, I need someone to save me. Oh, I got to call my mom. I don't know what to do. I got to call my boss because I don't know. Oh, I got to call my leader. Oh, yeah, I got to call. If you learned how to trust yourself all the time and you put yourself into a spiritual practice, if you worked with other people in a group that supported you, who wanted to live and run their business the same way, wouldn't that be awesome? Because we all have the same one thing in common. We are highly intuitive, and we've been walking around in this planet being bashed, being name called, being told to get lost, being shoved, being pushed aside, people telling us we're crazy, that we're wacko, but yet when they got a problem, who are they going to call for free? Because we've been giving it to them for free all along. And so when we finally decide to ourselves, wait a minute, I don't want to be free anymore, you're crossing over a veil, okay? You're finally understanding how intuitive you are and how these superpowers of yours are so necessary on the planet, because we need to change how we are living, acting, and behaving. And this is a powerful gift you've had, and I guarantee you were probably not raised in an environment where everybody's like, hey, yeah, pull out your superpower at the dinner table tonight. How are we going to solve this problem as a community or as a family? Because not everybody was tapped into this. And I get it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying I know how you feel. And I know how hard it is for you to be around other people who don't get you, and yet you still love them. You still want them in your life, because it is going to come from people that you care about, all right? It's going to come from people. So the reason why, it's amazing how these cards came up today, but the reason why I'm getting deeper with you guys in this message is this is what my business membership is all about. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this is what happened when I had my physical building in Southern Ontario when I launched in 2008. People were coming in, sharing their problems. I just got my coaching certification. I was just going to courses about learning about herbology, right? Making tea in my shop. I was, coaching people. I was studying Bach flower remedies. I got my teacher's certificate in Bach flower remedies. I was giving out free remedies to everybody left, right, and center, because I didn't realize how powerful I was. And people would come back and go, like, you changed my life. And I'm like, no. And they're like, no, what you just told me was, it was the perfect thing that I needed to hear. So I didn't understand how powerful I was, and I was doing it for free. And so when I shut that business down, I was on a personal mission to say to myself, I need to figure out why I kept losing money. Now, does that sound familiar to all of you? Because I had to step into my power. And I needed to find a way where I could travel, speak, go around, go to other businesses, talk to entrepreneurs, travel, connect with you guys, put you in a community where I can support you and you're going to meet other people just like you. Now, how awesome is that? Okay, so that is the concept of Tamaras Place, and it is called the Intimacy Lounge on Facebook. Okay, it's just like coming in and sitting on my couch in the lounge in my old business and connecting with other people. No selling. It is just about connection. And through those connections and the conversations and the live group things that we do every Monday to Friday, you will get to meet more people that completely understand you. They are compassionate and they're going to want to support you. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to hire you because you're going to know who they are. All right. Someone's just shoving their business card in your face and saying, hire me. Okay. Yeah. Angelique saying, yeah, freaking awesome. Love it. Let's do this. Angelique is in the group already and she's been loving it. So, and I'm so blessed to have met her through another business community group where the people in that group are just fantastic. All right. So there's so many people, but really the people in my group, you're spiritual seekers. You are someone who has questioned your life on this planet. Either you've suffered from depression, anxiety, suicide, felt completely alone, questioned yourself, questioned, where do I go? Do you have to run and hide sometimes because you're just like, I'm done. Like, I can't sit in this conversation anymore and waste my time. Okay. So that is the concept of it. So I'm going to keep going because, again, I love to share with you guys, like, what holistic modalities are you guys going to use if you really feel like, oh my goodness, that's not me. That can't be me, right? You want to keep your energy strong. So the 3 essential oils I'm going to recommend, and I'm going to talk about some books today for you guys as well. So stay tuned to the end of this. Again, if you got to rewatch this, please do so. So the 3 essential oils, I would recommend that you guys use either in a roller ball. This is a big one. I'll show you a small size one. A 10 mil would be like about this size. Or you put it in a diffuser. I've got my little mini diffuser I got for $19 here in Canada. Best diffuser ever. I love it. It actually goes off and on, so it's not a steady stream. These are the 3 oils. Is Birch. Now, Birch is an amazing essential oil. Look at the painting of a birch tree someone made for me as a barter in my intuitive consultation. Someone painted that for me. So if you see it in the background, there it is. Birch is such a medicinal tree. I mean, you get chaga from birch. Even in Bach flower remedies, birch really helps with, or pardon me, I was thinking of pine, but essential oils. I'm going to go back to essential oils. I'm just getting so excited. My brain's going out here. I got to ground my energy here for you guys. So birch is like a medicine tree where, think about, the strength. See the picture behind me. Think of the strength and being supported. Energetically, you want to be supported because, again, you're moving through like generational healing when you're going through this veil. So the people that are normally around you don't understand you. So in order to, if you're not physically around people that are going to support you, if you're not in my membership group and people are going to say, yeah, we totally get you, just do it. We're going to cheer you on when you need it. Just, put a message in here. But you need to feel it emotionally too. So birch really helps you feel supported when you don't have that supportive people around you, okay? So it's a powerful essential oil. The second essential oil that I would recommend in this situation is copaiba, okay? So copaiba is such a medicinal essential oil. It's really good with issues of pain, and I mean emotional pain, physical pain. So when you get out of the pain, you get clarity and you get focused. So again, when you're in a supportive group or people are like, saying, yeah, you can do it, you get the focus because you're not stressed out all over the time. You're not worried about stuff anymore. You're like, yeah, you've got this energy around you. And the last essential oil I would recommend is black pepper. Now, black pepper is amazing. It is the oil for unveiling the mask, okay? What I mean by that is being true. Being true to yourself and saying to yourself, I need support. I'm not getting it somewhere else. Where am I going to go where I can stick my hand up, come in, be myself, no one's going to judge me, no one's going to question me, and literally feel like I'm on a soul cloud of all the same people that get me, right? So yeah, Angelique's on here. We got Andrea. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna check in with you guys too, because I'm gonna run these videos a little bit longer each week. So if you guys post a comment and if you're still live, I'm gonna make some time now at the end of these videos. So if you have a question about anything about the oils or anything I'm talking about, post your comment. I'm gonna answer them for you. Okay, so I'm gonna start doing that. So these are the 3 oils you're gonna put together. And when you blend different oils together, they synergetically work. And usually I always talk about 3 oils because usually with the synergy of 3 oils, it can be super, super powerful. Now, if you want to learn more information about how to, use essential oils, what all the different ones are for, this is why you're going to want to join my membership. Okay, so a lot of you guys know I only use a CPTG grade of essential oils because honestly, it's a different animal in my opinion, and they have the quality that is going to give you the emotional support that you want. If you're buying stuff at the cheap stores here, like in Canada, like at Winners or grocery stores, even some of the health food stores, it's not 100% organic and it's not pure. I would even combine the cheap stuff with the good stuff because that's just like trying to mix oil and water together. It doesn't work. Right? So you want to make sure that you're using something pure, and I'm going to teach you about that in my group. So I've been talking about my group a little bit. If you have any questions on here, please ask them. What is it that I've been doing is I created a membership on Facebook. It's a private group, a secret group. You only come in if I've asked you to join or if you asked me to join. So I haven't even reached out to all the people that I want to be in it. So we've only got about 8 people in there again. And actually, I'm looking for volunteers that want to help me reach out to people. I've got some student volunteers starting to help me, that kind of stuff. But really, I need some help here myself because I got so much going on and it's a little bit crazy. But here's the thing, because you might think of somebody as you're listening to who would probably enjoy being in my group. You're somebody that, has really questioned yourself here on the planet, and you need that support from other people. And the old ways of doing things just aren't working. Sometimes what happens is when we're feeling lost and broken and unloved and unsupported, we look for love in the wrong places. Okay, this is the essence of codependency. This is the essence of addictions. So what people start to do is they try to shut out. They close themselves off because you got to retreat. Like you can't take it, right? So I've been there. So people turn to addictive behavior, gambling, too much alcohol, junking out all the time. People have sex addictions. They have drug addictions. I'm not talking about being perfect 100% of the time, because that's not me. So anybody listening to this and knows me personally, they know that's not my life. I'm not trying to live like a saint, and I don't want to live like a saint. I can enjoy myself in life, but I have boundaries and I have control. So if I junk out or have too much of something, I know how to get my body back on track. All right, because I've learned some of these things, and I don't waste my time sitting around in boring conversations and watching people get wasted, or sitting around watching TV of stuff that at the end of the day, I didn't learn anything. You just check out, okay? It's not for me. I'd rather be sitting in a group on a Friday night having an amazing conversation on Zoom in our Facebook group, and everybody's just kind of hanging out and saying, hey, how it's going? How can we support you and help you? It's not by saving people. It's just about sharing concepts and sharing ideas. And we do things like we talk about different books, that we've read, because as a spiritual seeker, I know the kind of books you were reading. Okay, because we probably all have the same books. We probably all go to chapters and want to buy the same ones. We got this list going, yeah, I want to read this one. I want to read that one. So as a member, this is the deal. From now, which is the middle of February, almost the middle of February, until April 27th, my basic membership is $36 a month. So for that first month that you join, the money's not even going to me. It's going to go $30 of that $36 because there's going to be bank fees going on, and I'm not going in the hole, but $30 from that is going into the OWL Foundation. And the OWL Foundation is a nonprofit organization in Vineland, Ontario, where they rescue and they have a place for owls that get recovery, and they get put back into the wild. They get re-released once they are well. And if they can't, some of them actually have to live there. So it's volunteer run. It's amazing the stuff they are doing there. I have an amazing story about building community, and the money that I want to have in place for that is to go to the OWL Foundation. And the reason why is because I'm running my first public speaking event on April the 27th, Friday the April 27th in Dundas, Ontario. So it's not far from Vineland, Ontario. I've got some student volunteers out there helping me. My kids and my family are going to be there. My mom's going to be there with some of her crafts, some of her jewelry, and some beautiful crafts, because the money is all going to the OWL Foundation, because my mother's still very connected to that foundation. She was a big part of sending the owl that we rescued back into the wild. So we've been running little events. My mom's been doing stuff since that time, and so she's been sending money. So we thought, why not combine the efforts? So I'm going to review. When you make your first monthly installment to join my community of like-minded people, that first $30 goes to the OWL Foundation. And in my membership, every Monday to Friday in a private secret group on Facebook, I'm in there every day doing something for free, okay? Now, on a Monday, we collaboratively put our goals, our energy together, we support each other, and we're like, okay, this is what needs to happen. Sometimes we can look and say, you know what, as energy healers and whatever, like you need to rewrite that, you need to change the way you're saying that, you got to hold your power. Sometimes I talk about what essential oils I'm using that day. If I'm feeling sluggish, I need to wake up, or maybe I need an idea, I'm going to be using a different, essential oil, that kind of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff, all right? On Tuesdays is the tea and tarot stuff that we've got going on. It gets reposted in there because not everybody follows me here on Facebook. On Wednesdays is coaching, intuitive coaching calls. So we've got some people coming in who are also coaches. We're going to be teaching some different kinds of stuff. So I'm teaching stuff now, but as a member, if you've got a gift or a talent or something further on down the road, as we all get to know you, you might be the one who might be doing that consultation in the group, okay? Again, it's a way for you to connect with other people. On Thursdays is my genuinely teaching day. So on Thursdays, it's going to be things like book review, like starting to review books together as a group. So it's kind of like a book club. And, it's going to be spiritual stuff. It's not going to be, it's not going to be big business stuff. It's about learning how to enhance your superpowers. Like, come on, this is really what it's about. So I've been studying this stuff for years. I've got some great books that I want to review with you guys. Some people have never read this stuff. Some people just like to reconnect and collaborate, because after you're doing it together, we're also highly intuitive. We can be sharing each other's knowledge. Other things we'll be learning. As a member, I'll be offering courses, and you will be getting a major discount. So my courses on how to use things like all the different essential oils is going to be put up in a mini course, and you're going to be able to learn it at your own pace. All right. So every month there's going to be different courses that you can use, because again, it's all about the stuff I talk about. And your first bonus gift in your first month with me is we are going to look at a test you can do where you can learn what is your predominant 3 archetypes, and I'm going to guide you as to how those personality traits for the New Agers, okay, this is a book about New Age people, how it can guide you to give better clarity in your business. Because a lot of us have these traits, but one of my gifts is that I can really help people understand what to do with them. Because remember, I have the archetype of the wounded healer, where I give people the remedy. All right. So that is one of my strong archetypes. So what that means is that when people have been coming to me with their problems, I've always said, go read this book, or, try this essential oil, or go see this person, or connect with this healer. Oh, I know the right doctor, because this is what's happening in my business. And it used to happen in the physical business, and I'm still connected to a lot of people. It's just that now we can do everything online. All right. So these are some of the perks you're going to get. Again, you're more than welcome to send me a private message. You can comment below this video. I can give you more information, but it has officially launched. And so every member that joins, your first monthly payment from February until April 27th, the $30 is going to the L Foundation, okay, for your first month. It doesn't come to me, all right? So by joining my group, you're actually supporting the L Foundation in Vineland, Ontario. So again, my name is Tamaras. I consider myself an inspirational storytelling business mentor. I'm the owner of Tamaras Place, a retreat for spiritual growth for all you spiritual seekers. Please go to my YouTube channel under Tamaras Place. Subscribe, hit the notification button, because these videos each week are uploaded on there, and there's going to be more free content. Oh, because there's more free content. Also, as a member of the group, you get to join my webinars, which are twice a month on the full moon and the new moon. And that's when we do energy clearings together. We support each other. We start learning about, our superpowers. You're going to fine tune them. You're going to learn about goddess energy, what it actually means. I mean, men can be involved with that too. So men are welcome to join on the new moon, which is coming up next week. And the women are for the full moon events only. It's women only on the full moon. And Angelique's still here. Thanks, Angelique, for being here. And so you get access to that as well, with all the other discounts and the bonuses that are included in that membership. And those webinars are open to anybody. So they are posted on my business page under Tamaras Place. And they're posted through Eventbrite because they are free. So you can just click on the link. You can join. You can share it with other people. And we connect via Zoom. And we have a great time. Usually people that attend my my full moon and new moon webinars usually message me the next day or whatever, and they're like, that was incredible. They felt the shift in energy, and they get to meet other amazing people, and we're connecting people from all around the world. I've had some people that, have been in different places. So it is so much fun, all right? And then if they enjoy that, they might want to be a member. And if you're referring members, you're going to get a referral fee. All right, so that was a lot of information. It looks like 34 minutes, probably my longest Facebook Live video I've ever done. But again, super excited to share this with you guys. I'll be sharing more information. I'm going to be connecting with people privately as well. And thanks for listening, and I'll see you again next Tuesday here at 222 for my tea and tarot reading that is free each week. Thanks, Angelique. She was on the call for you guys. She was giving you guys a little bit of a mini Reiki session while we were in the group here. So, yeah, you're feeling great after watching this. Please comment and let Angelique know. All right. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.